I am honored to be participating in the 10th anniversary of 10 Minutes of Torah. Each day, 10 Minutes of Torah brings me a great opportunity to learn about sacred text. Like many, my first interaction with Torah was when I became a bar mitzvah. And like many, a 13-year-old, I knew little about Torah or my Torah portion. At the time, I had no idea how significant my Torah portion was. I read from the book of Leviticus, specifically the portion Kiddushim. Years later, I learned that Kiddushim contains what is known as the Holiness Code, God's guidance on how we can be a holy people. A powerful portion, it contains many of the basic principles of how a society should operate and how we should treat each other. We are taught to care for the stranger, to protect the blind and deaf, and to be honest in our business dealings. At the root of it all is seeing each other as holy, as created in the divine image. There are other rules in this portion containing restrictions about certain relationships. And over time, some verses, such as verse 13 in chapter 20, have led to years of not seeing the holiness of gay men and women, or the sanctity of their love. In fact, this verse has led to years of violent persecution and to their exclusion from Jewish life. I am a firm believer in the Jewish concept of beshert, the notion that things happen for a reason. I am filming this on April 11th, which is National Day of Silence. It is a day of action in which students across the United States vow to take a form of silence to call attention to the silencing effect of anti-LGBT bullying and harassment that takes place in many of our schools. But rather than be silent, I am making this video. Taking a page from the great rabbinic sages, Reform Judaism has turned this verse on its head. We have struggled with this and other difficult pieces of text, and over time, we have come to new understandings. Never before have queer people been more a part of or welcome in the larger liberal Jewish world. In fact, we have led the way for other denominations and religions. We have learned the lesson of being holy just like God by seeing the holiness in each other, no matter who we love. Rather than focusing on one poorly understood verse, we have taken the larger message of Torah to heart, to love the stranger, and to see each other as created in the divine image. Never before has Judaism been so welcoming to so many. Yes, there is still more work to do, especially to more broadly extend the welcome to transgender Jews and those with disabilities. But by engaging with Torah and struggling with the text, we continually find more and more holiness in our lives and in the world around us. The saying from Pirkei Avot is true. When two people sit and study Torah, it is as if the divine presence is with them. I hope that you'll find opportunities to engage and even struggle with our sacred text, and that when you do, you will feel the surrounding of God's presence.